Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 7th to the 13th of August 2023. We have quite a calm week with no major movements by any planets, and we're in the waning moon phase as we approach the new moon in Leo on the 16th. But as you know, we do have some retrogrades happening over the summer, and we're monitoring those on a wide-scale perspective, but also experiencing levels of detail as these transits happen. So this week we have the Sun moving to meet with Venus on the 13th, and Venus is in the middle of the retrograde in Leo. Sun is the ruler of Leo. So an important layer to this Venus retrograde in Leo is building to a climax this week. So we're looking back to the 23rd of July when Venus turned retrograde, and she'll turn direct on the 3rd of September. But having had the observation phase in our awareness, we're now experiencing our own personal journey into this Venus retrograde. Venus is the heart, our self-worth, our self-love, our value. And the stronger that is, the better our relationships with ourselves and with others will be. So Venus taking us back to the heart fire and being ignited with the Sun at the end of this week. A major focus there is presence, warm-heartedness, being love, being genuine, simple and grateful, and observing how that calms down our interactions with others on the outside as we become more sovereign and authentic in ourselves. So beautiful golden aspect there building this week. That's really worth some gentle daily focus. How can we expect others to love us if we don't love ourselves? And turning that light inwards and amplifying that vibration, that state of being, and then sending that out and seeing the results return to us. So a lovely Sun-Venus conjunction coming up this week. We're approaching Mercury retrograde in Virgo, and Mercury approaches Mars this week as well. So here we're looking at turning our thoughts inwards, or even to the past, to resolve stories or to receive insight and meaning. With Mars close by, we can turn our attention to where is our passion, where's our excitement, where's our soul fire, and give that some attention, because we can often be so mentally distracted, planning for the future, busy on the outside. Sometimes we forget to even check in with what really matters to us and what's worth our mental energy. So Mercury will turn retrograde on the 24th of August, but the 4th of August to the 24th, that first awareness phase we're in now, have a look at where your thoughts go, what you're remembering, what you're tuning into, what you're spending your time thinking about, and whether that's meaningful to you, or whether habitual thought patterns, worries, stresses have taken you out of centre. As Mercury is retrograding in Virgo, it's worth looking at which house Virgo is for you, because that's how we can personalise these transits. If you've got Virgo in the 7th house, you're revising communication in relationships maybe, and communication can be a major disruptive factor, not understanding that other people express themselves differently to the way that we do, and every form of expression is valid, but to have coherence, maybe practice listening. See how your partner communicates and what they're really saying. If you've got Virgo in the 4th house, you're dealing with family and roots and ancestry, the beliefs that you stand on and for, and whether they're undermining you or underpinning you. And Mercury retrograde is always an opportunity to change our mind and change our perspective. So there's great rewards to be had from the observation period, because we can see where we might need to have a review, to turn our focus to observe the mind and whether it's working for us or against us. We also have a harmonic with the outer planets, with Pluto, Neptune and Uranus all working in harmony. The outer planets are less personal, because the Venus retrograde and the Mercury retrograde will manifest in a very personal way, but the outer planets are tuning us in to the bigger questions of life, where we can break free from societal habits and blocks, or where we can tune in to higher thought forms and feelings on the spiritual level. So while this is a nice quiet week, we do have those two conjunctions, the Sun working with Venus to light up our heart fire, and Mercury and Mars travelling closely together to turn our attention to our passion and direction, where we direct our mind, where we direct our energy, and whether our perspectives and beliefs are uplifting and soulful. One other aspect this week, which is often given some press, is the 8th of the 8th. They call it the Lion's Gate. So the 8th of the 8th, with 8 being the number of infinity and magic, ruled by the Sun in Leo. That's a really good day for meditations on sovereignty, on your eternal life force energy, on your magical ability to manifest from the heart, as well as your ability to use your energy for positive effect. Play with your energy field, using the heart as the furnace. And you see if you can influence outer energetics by changing your inner energetic. And see how we're all connected in a unified field. So the theme all of this brings into focus is turning inwards and focusing on ourselves, healing any emotional pain, untangling any mental beliefs, and using the heart and mind to both tune in to higher vibrations. So if you'd like to see whether this is happening for you, I am available, zoehind7@gmail.com, for custom readings, astrology, tarot. Readings can be 1 hour or half an hour, focused on your chart, teaching tarot, astrology, numerology at the same time, and of course coaching if there are any issues coming up that you'd like to resolve once and for all. Post these videos on my YouTube channel, zoeastro, and links on my Instagram, zoehind7, and my Facebook, astrozo. So go gently, go inwards. There's lots of self-reflection, lots of harmonic angles around, giving us a pause and some space to relax and reflect and really harness our power of our mind and heart working for us, taking back the reins and discovering our ability to change our world from the very core of our being. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week.